So I'm going to ask her to come in, and thereafter we will revert to Advocate Mpofu to continue with the cross-examination until we finish this afternoon with Mr. van der Merwe. Ms. Advocate Bauer.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Mr. van der Merwe. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Council. Yes, I can. Okay.
Chair, before I can go to the questions, and I know this is going to eat into my minutes yesterday, in an endeavor to proceed matters along and not have a to and fro on the question of legal fees, I suggested that this stands over so that Advocate Mpofu and I have a conversation. Last night, he indicated to me that they would be satisfied if I made the corrections without reflecting the names of the persons in respect of whom the corrections were to be made. I'm in the committee's hands in respect of that, and whatever the committee says, if they're okay with it, we do it that way. If the committee is not okay with it, we don't do it that way. But at the end of the day, this is ultimately was done at the base of the committee.
Thank you for that, and thank you for your conversation, the two of you. I want to ask you that you proceed and interact with Mr. van der Merwe and place those corrections with the names as we did before. You're not going to just put correction. That matter would have been, canvassed with the witness by the public protector team. They have a difficulty with that. We don't have a difficulty with that. Please proceed.
Chairperson.
Yes, Advocate Mpofu.
Okay, well, we want to once again place an objection to what you are doing, which is again violating people's rights for no apparent reason, except for reasons of malice and violating their human rights, as it was explained to you yesterday by Advocates Kakane and Advocate Ngalwana. Chairperson, this is a very serious matter, and I don't want to waste your time unnecessarily.
Especially when I've made a ruling.
No, but I have a right to object, okay?
I want to note your objections when I proceed. Please continue.
So why are you interrupting me?
I'm asking you to proceed, Advocate Mpofu.
I don't need you to ask me, I'm going to proceed. Anyway, yeah, okay. So you don't have to do that, Chairperson.
To what?
To interrupt me unnecessarily and to be rude.
You want to go back to a discussion that I've given you a platform to place your objection on record.
Okay, Chairperson, the point I'm making is that I'm making a fresh objection, and I'm allowed to do that, okay? Because it is, you've just been told that there's an arrangement or an agreement between the public protector team and the evidence leaders, okay? So that's a new situation. So you don't have to be impatient. I'm now addressing that new reality that has just been reported to you. And as far as that reality is concerned, you haven't heard anything from us. So you can't make a ruling just from hearing from the evidence leaders. The evidence leaders have told you what we...
Can you continue and say what you want to say, Advocate Mpofu, in addition to what she has said?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I'm explaining why I'm doing that. I'm explaining, Chairperson, if you start like that with me, you know what's going to happen.
Advocate Mpofu, I want you to proceed and place your objection on record.
Do not shout at me.
Otherwise, I am to proceed. Please do that.
Mr. Dyantyi.
Don't trade a dialogue, Advocate Mpofu. I'm chairing this session and I'm now speaking, okay? I want you to proceed and place your objection on record. I want you to continue to do that.
Chair, why are you so heated so early in the morning? What's your problem?
Please go ahead, Advocate Mpofu.
What's your problem, sir? So that maybe we can resolve your problem.
Please.
Because it obviously has nothing to do with me.
Place your objection on the record.
Can I talk without being interrupted?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. Honorable Chairperson, the situation that is that now pertains, as I say, is completely different. The history of this matter is that we had objected and you overruled that objection some months ago, I can't remember when, about the use of names, of people's names. And that objection had come when the root of this problem is malicious intent to jeopardize certain people or to settle scores with me, and other people become collateral damage. I've explained to you how this whole thing started. It started when Honorable Milham said he wanted names of people who, quote unquote, benefited from the figures that were put up by the public, by the evidence leaders. And Honorable Heron immediately corrected him to say, we cannot say that people have benefited as if they have not done the work. That's how this whole thing started. As a result of that, then there was this so-called request for people above 2 million or whatever the story was, okay? We objected at that time in support of Honorable Heron's objection for the use of those words. We objected again, you overruled both of those objections. Now, to try and circumvent the problem, and that caused a national furore, which included the people presenting here yesterday. In order to prevent that problem, Advocate Bauer suggested that let's do this by way of or rather both of us, yes, true. No, what happened is that you wanted to do the correction yesterday. I'm sorry, Chair. Advocate Bauer wanted to do the correction yesterday, and I objected. And then she suggested that we should rather do it in the back room, which we have done now, to try and find a way around the explosion of consternation around this issue and the hurt that it has caused so many people. We have now found a way that we think would mitigate, not prevent the committee from getting the information, still in the itemized fashion that it would still get it, but without attaching names to that information.
Okay.
No, please let me finish.
I want you to wrap up, please, Advocate Mpofu. We don't have unlimited time. I've even given him, had 10 minutes to whatever correction she's going to do. I don't want you to prolong this matter. You've canvassed the point and the point is registered.
Yes, the second issue is that you know that our position, which we have communicated through the witness, is that in any event, this information is completely irrelevant to the work of this committee. But we don't want to address that issue. That's why we reached this compromise, because we could have just said, no, we don't want any information to be put because it's irrelevant anyway to the motion, to the question of legal costs. But we don't want to go there. We'll deal with those things when we argue when we do legal argument at the end. And that's why we reached this compromise to say, present the thing. We don't accept that it has anything to do with the commission, but for the sake of progress, present it, but do not in the process use people's names, particularly those, unlike me, who are not here to speak for themselves and or to defend their privacy. So I'm saying, Chair, that I'm proposing two things. One is that we revert to the agreed mode that has been agreed between us and the evidence leaders. Alternatively, then you make a ruling on the basis of what I've just told you. If you still feel that it makes no difference, whatever, I'm just talking and it makes no impact on you, that's fine. I think the third alternative is that we take a 5-minute break so that you can cool down and then try and reflect on these issues.
Thank you, Advocate Mpofu. I've listened to both of you. I have not recognized you. Please switch off that mic, Advocate Bauer. I want to go back to my ruling. I've listened to both of you. I am certainly taking no 5 minutes break. I want to indicate that the ruling, Advocate Bauer, having listened to both of you, is that you continue placing those corrections in terms of the accuracies of the figures and everything else, reflecting those names. And I'm giving you the 10-15 minutes to do that. I want you to proceed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I had indicated to Advocate Mpofu last night is a proposal is made, and I'm going to leave this into the hands of the committee to decide how we're going to run this.
You can leave that now.
So let me just tell, there's 2 alternative versions behind me, and I just want to make sure that.
Chairperson. So while Advocate Bauer is doing that, I don't know if you've heard her correctly. She said she indicated to me that she would leave the matter in the hands of the committee, not you. So
let me stop you there.
no, don't stop me. Let
me stop you.
Let me finish
No,
first.
Let me stop you there, Advocate Mpofu. Please don't delay my time. Let me stop you. Just switch off your
Why you
your
interrupting
mic,
me?
because I didn't even recognize you. Switch off your mic. I want you to switch off your mic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Switch off your mic, Advocate Mpofu. Thank you. Advocate Bauer, I've made the ruling as the chairperson of this committee, and I want you to proceed.
The only reason I'm not proceeding is I'm waiting for Shepherd to put something on the screen, but let me
Chair,
start.
Chair, on a point of order.
Yes, what's the point of order?
No, but Chair, can you ask Advocate Bauer to repeat what she said so that you can hear her properly? Because the senior counsel says, Advocate Bauer said, we leave the matter into the hands of the committee, not you. So you made the ruling without consulting the committee.
That's not a point of order.
No, it's a point of order. Clarify us, Chair. So
thank you,
Advocate Bauer must clarify what she meant by she's going to leave the
that's not the point of order. Thank you, Honorable Maotwe. I want you to stop.
Don't do this to us. Don't do that, Chairperson.
Thank you. It's not a point
come here, you're emotional, like screaming like a child. Don't do that to us.
Honorable Maotwe, I want you to stop. That's not a point of order.
It's a point of order. Can we get clarity from Advocate Bauer?
Advocate Bauer, I hope you're ready now.
I'm in the hands of the operator behind us. Okay. Good morning, Mr.
You can't continue like this. You can't continue doing this to us.
Mr. Van der Merwe.
Proceed, Advocate Bauer.
Good morning, Chair.
Should deal with towards their colleagues, quote, with integrity, fairness, and respect, and without unfair discrimination, and to avoid any behavior which is insulting or demeaning or the tradition of courtesy. It has been said that not one that